Okay, these are the McKees. And before you were under care, what was your life like?
Before I was under care, I felt that life was not enjoyable. I felt like every time I hurt or had an issue with involving pain, that I was out of control, and so I decided to seek chiropractic care because I've heard from family and friends that had helped them deal with some of the pain that they've had in their lives.
Before I was under care, I had learned to just ignore the pain I was feeling, trying to convince myself that it was normal to have a backache every other day, and normal to not be able to turn my head all the way. And I finally, with convincing from my husband, realized that I don't have to live like that every day.
What had you tried before chiropractic?
I had tried lots of different medicines, everything from Advil to ibuprofen to stronger medicines that the doctors have prescribed for me. Having different illnesses diagnosed, they said that this is what you need to be better. And I believed in that for a while, and finally I realized that the best care for me is to not take a lot of that medicine, but to seek chiropractic care and help get my body working right, so that the things that my body needs to do can be done correctly.
I just tried over-the-counter pain medication, and nothing ever seemed to work for very long.
Okay, and what are the results since you have been under care?
Since I've been under care, when I first started coming to Marsh Chiropractic over 3.5 years ago, I was twitching a lot through having Tourette's syndrome, and I couldn't get through a day or an afternoon or 5 minutes without my neck twitching, my hands coming up, my knees rocking, my foot tapping something. Now I can sit still for at least 5 minutes and actually relax.
After my first experience being adjusted by Dr. Marsh, driving home that day, I was merging in traffic and realized for the first time in probably 6 years that I was able to actually look over my shoulder to see oncoming traffic. I've just had a lot less pain in my back. I've been able to sit up straighter. I don't get as tired as easily during the day.
When someone suggested chiropractic to you, how did you feel? What did you think?
I think I was very skeptical at first, but it was through seeing my husband's results that I was convinced to try it.
And for me, I had heard about chiropractic from a teenager and on, and I'd been seeing a chiropractor since that time, but only as pain management. And once I finally moved to Knoxville and found Dr. Marsh, I realized that going more often and taking care of the pain and then the different things that were going on with my body, that was able to, after that, I was able to do a lot better. And through that constant treatment plan, and I noticed that even when I kind of went off on my own for a little while, I started getting worse. And when I came back, I noticed that things had gotten progressively worse during that time, and so I had to almost start over from scratch. But my body adjusted much more quickly at that time, and I noticed that during that time I started taking less and less medicines, and for my Tourette syndrome, and I started doing better than I ever had in the last 15 years.
What would your advice be to someone in your shoes?
Don't be
Skeptical.
afraid to try something new. And though it may feel awkward at first, or it may seem different, give it a shot. It will amaze you what it can do.
The advice I would give is start chiropractic care before you start feeling pain. Start early and get regular adjustments before you have to suffer through all the pain.
Thank you.